The Phoenix Suns just sent the NBA a message, taking down the Minnesota Timberwolves with Devin Booker having probably his worst game of the year, and they did it without Grayson Allen. And this is a team that after starting 1-4, they've won 9 of their last 11 games and are all the way up into 6th in the Western Conference. And this is a team that a lot of people gave no chance to compete. However, I loved the way they rebuilt this team around Devin Booker, taking away the other 2 shot makers and letting him be the lone wolf in the offense and having everyone else play around him. And obviously for the Suns, it all starts around Devin Booker. Like we said, they've built it around him, built a team around him. This is an elite first set. We got a little off-ball horns action where Booker's going to set the first screen for Mark Williams to dive into the rim, and then he's going to flash the ball, get it. Little reversal here. Dillon Brooks is going to clear out, taking Ant with him, and then it's just going to be a flare screen for Devin Booker coming off the Mark Williams screen. It's a great screen, and now he's one-on-one with Rudy Gobert. And while Rudy Gobert is one of the best defenders probably in the history of the league, if he's one-on-one with Devin Booker in the mid-post, I'm going to have to say that's a mismatch. Then he gets out in transition here, finishes the dunk. He had 16 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal in 34 minutes. Shot 4 of 18 from the field, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, and did have 9 turnovers. So the 10 assists don't look quite as good when you look at the 9 turnovers. And he did foul out. So probably his worst game of the year, but he's averaging 27 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, really similar to last year, 48% shooting from the field, 33% from 3, just because he rarely gets a catch and shoot look. Most of them are off the dribble, and his passing has really taken a step forward this year. Right here, this is just a really nice read, really by Dillon Brooks to set this little flare screen, because if he passes it early, Ant's going to be able to recover, Julius Randle's going to stunt and get back. Instead, Dillon Brooks set this screen on Julius Randle and then stops Ant from getting out there, and Colin Gillespie is going to have all day to knock down that 3. Then Booker's going to come off the screen here, find Dillon Brooks for the little pitch ahead 3, high pick and roll. Ant really should be a little bit further over where that X is, because Dillingham has the roll. Ant's not really doing anything except giving up a wide open 3 to Dillon Brooks. And then this is just classic NBA pick and roll. You got it overloaded to the strong side. Livers is going to take his guy with him. Booker's going to attack the rim. Mark Williams is rolling, and Dillon Brooks is the throw behind, taking Ant with him, and it leads to a wide open lob. And speaking of Dillon Brooks, this dude has absolutely been on one. Not only does he win everywhere he goes, he helps teams turn into basically winning franchises. In Memphis, they haven't been the same since he left. Helped Houston win too. Obviously, Houston's a little better now, but he put up 22 points on 8 of 17 shooting from the field and 4 of 8 from beyond the arc last night. He's been shooting a really good 3-ball over the last 4 or 5 games. He's averaging 21 a night so far this year with 3 boards, shooting 46% from the field and 34% from 3 on 7.6 attempts a night. And like I said, over the last 5 games, he's been really good, averaging 25 points, 3.5 boards, 1.5 assists, and 2.3 steals, shooting 54% from the field and 39% from 3 on 7 attempts. And I mean, these are just tough buckets. That is the Wolves' second best perimeter defender, right behind Jaden McDaniels and Jalen Clark. And Dillon Brooks is just going to dance with him and hit a between the legs step back 3-ball. These are just pure buckets for Dillon Brooks last night. Fadeaway over Gobert from the elbow, and then attacking Anthony Edwards, half spin fadeaway bucket to tie it with 2.5 minutes left. Colin Gillespie has also been really, really good as of late. Last night he was huge, obviously hit the game winner, this clutch shot to put the Suns up over the Timberwolves and send a message. He put up 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists in 30 minutes, shot 7 of 12 from the field, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. He was really good. We looked at this play earlier where he slides to the corner and knocks down the 3-ball. On the year, he's averaging 11 points per game, 5.3 assists, 4.1 rebounds, and a steal in 25 minutes, shooting 41% from the field and 40% from beyond the arc on about 6 attempts per game. He's been really useful for this Suns team in the absence of Grayson Allen, who hasn't been here for a little while, and we'll talk about him later in the video in terms of his return. But here he is, I mean, running Naz Reid past him with the shot fake, and then one more dribble to get to a wide open 3-ball, and then going to work on Jaden McDaniels, who we mentioned is the best perimeter defender that Minnesota has. Now, Royce O'Neal is another guy, and really you got to add him into the big three of shooters here in Phoenix because they are all snipers. Royce is probably the most underrated of all of them because nobody ever talks about him, but he's averaging 11.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal in 30 minutes while shooting 44% from the field and 43% from 3 on 7.5 attempts per game. Here he is again working off the pick and roll, or the pick and pop I should say, getting out of the wing and knocking down the 3 ball. And then this was a huge play here to start the run at the end of the game for the Suns. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and that subscribe button. As you can see here, 93% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed. If that's you, let's go ahead and fix that. And then let's talk about Jordan Goodwin, the most underrated player on this Suns team. And the former UDFA is finally finding himself a solid role in the league. He finished with 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals in just 29 minutes last night, 6 of 9 from the field and 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. And he's just out there getting the little things done that it takes to win basketball games. Right here, big bucket, and then he's going to fight on the offensive glass, get the rebound, and go back up. One of the smallest guys out there, making an impact on the offensive glass. 7.5 points a game, 4 boards, 2 assists, and 1.4 steals in just 18 minutes a night on very, very efficient shooting, which definitely helps the Suns out. The fact that they have 4 to 5 guys that can all shoot the 3 ball at a 40% clip on any given night, on top of Devin Booker, who at some point probably will heat back up. And then the big play there to cut it to 1, strips Julius Randle and gets downhill. Mark Williams has been really solid as well, and somehow my brain as a Hornets fan cannot fathom this, but he's played 14 of the first 16 games of the year, averaging 12 points, 8 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and 2 stocks in 25 minutes a game, shooting 63% from the field. He's playing good basketball right now, and he's available. And the best ability is availability, and so far Mark Williams is getting it done. And people forget just how big he is. I mean, he's as big, if not bigger, than Rudy Gobert at 7'2", with that 7'7" wingspan. Does a lot of great things in the paint for the Suns. Was good for the Hornets when he could play, which is why I think that if he stays healthy, Mark Williams is going to be really good for the Suns, and Suns fans are really going to enjoy him. His backup, Nick Richards, another former Hornets big. Interesting decision to go out there and recreate the Hornets front court, but it's working out so far for the Suns as they are 10-6 to start the year. Now, Grayson Allen has been out for a little while with an injury now. I believe he's missed the last 5 games. I could be wrong though. 18.5 points a game, 4.1 rebounds, 3.4 assists, and 1 steal in 32 minutes, shooting 47% from the field and 45% from 3 on 9 attempts. He's one of, if not the best off-ball spacers in the league, and he's taking on more of an creator role this year, averaging those 3.5 assists. He's got a quad contusion, so hopefully he'll be back before long. Was listed as day-to-day, but now it kind of looks like week-to-week, which is not a great update. And then, of course, Jalen Green. He's only played in 2 games, and it's kind of crazy to think that the Suns are this good without Jalen. He should be out 2 to 4 more weeks. Hopefully he can get healthy again, because watching Jalen Green play basketball is either one of the most fun things to do, or it's disastrous. But in game 1 for the Suns, he put up 29, 3-3, and 2 steals, 10 of 12 shooting from the field, 6 of 13 from beyond the arc. He looked like he's taking the next step. And people forget, he's still 23 years old. He's still very much 4 or 5 years still away from the prime of his career, so getting Jalen Green back will be huge for this Suns team as well. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.